We're here again, Ellyse. It's quite the summer you're having. What is it about the run of form you're in right now, which means you can consistently turn it around time and time again?
I think it's, to be honest, playing in a really successful and dominant side at the moment that's just putting together some really complete cricket. So, like across the board, everyone's performing and making the most of whatever opportunities they get, and it's just been a lot of fun to be a part of that. And at various times, sort of spend some time out in the middle, and obviously with the ball as well. And I think everything that we've done across that period has been in partnership, really. Like whether it's with the ball or the bat. So it's just been really enjoyable to be a part of it.
It kind of seemed inevitable as soon as you got out to the crease with Meg that you'd get there. Did it feel that way?
I don't think so. I think always early in your innings you're trying to settle and find a rhythm, and I think those kind of totals, 120, 110, 120, are always tricky chases because you don't want to be, I guess, too reckless, but you also probably don't want to hold yourself back and I guess mount scoreboard pressure. So once we got settled, it felt pretty rhythmical, and obviously Meg's in unbelievable form and just carried on where she left off last match.
Speaking of Meg, we were second hands to a sensational innings, which was just pure mastery and voice to come out tonight. It's more like a career.
Yeah.
Does that just speak volumes of those in terms of preparation?
Yeah, well, Meg and probably everyone, to be honest, because conditions were different today, and I thought the way that our bowlers, probably set the game up to restrict England to 120 on what's a pretty small ground and a quick outfield, and not a bad wicket. It was an outstanding effort. I thought Ellyse Perry was exceptional again. Jess Johnson bowled really well, and everyone backed that up. So I thought that was brilliant. And then, obviously the way that Meg just took control when she came out was really pleasing. So I just think we're playing some really experienced and mature cricket at the moment, and that's giving us a really great advantage.
You've got the 1,100 double down. Did you know about it?
No, I didn't. It's, I guess, lovely. But I wasn't aware of it.
It's a pretty amazing achievement when you consider the volume of games that men play compared to women. It's a chance to sink in just the sort of a milestone it is for you.
Yeah, well, I actually think probably in T20 cricket at international level we probably play it as much as the men. So I've played a pretty big volume of games now, over 100. So I suppose when you play that many games you might get close to it. So it's probably the only reason why I'm there is because I've played a lot of games.
Is that one of your best T20 international innings, would you say?
Gosh, I've got no idea. Probably not, but look, I think in the scheme of it, it's just been really nice to turn up every game and for us to perform and just find a way to win or win dominantly. So it was really cool to be out there with Meg. I really enjoy batting with her. She's incredible when she's going, and to be at the other end, it's just it's kind of easy, really.
Are you enjoying being back up the order?
Look, I sort of really enjoyed any role that I've had in this squad, especially in the T20 team, because I think we're really quite flexible and adaptable. And obviously with Ash there, who plays a bit of a floating role and comes in and hits the ball as cleanly as she does. And we've had a successful formula now for the last 12 months. I think the kind of T20 cricket that we've played means that everyone's really across their roles and happy to go with whatever that means on the day. So I've enjoyed the opportunity to bat back up the order, but by no means was I disappointed when I was down the order either. So it's been cool.
You have a remarkable record against Amy Jones, especially. When she walks out to open the batting, do you think, right, from a psychological perspective, I have an edge here, I can take full advantage early on?
Quite honestly, I haven't thought about it, and that's with absolutely no disrespect to Amy, because I think she's a wonderful player. I'm not sure many of those balls have been particularly good balls. I think maybe, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, I think there's been some interesting decisions, and I think she probably just feels the pressure a little bit when she's opening to get things going, and it's just been her shot selection to various balls that have probably got her out more so than any of my good bowling. But it's just been one of those series where we've sort of found ourselves up against each other a fair bit. But anyway, I'm sure she'll get out of it at some point.
Is there any part of you wish you might have had a bowl on day 4 at Taunton so you could chase the 16-0 sweep?
We're back there. I don't, to be honest. I think we've reviewed that match and probably had a look at things, and if we wanted to bowl again, I think we needed to enforce the follow-on, and maybe in hindsight we needed a few more runs on the board in the first innings to be able to enforce that follow-on. I think if we had another 40 or 50 runs to play with, we only needed to take 2 more wickets. So in that respect, that's probably a day 2 or day 3 tactical decision that we didn't quite get right. I think day 4 it was probably, once the follow-on was gone, it was probably lost. And in a lot of respects, given it's such a long series and 6 weeks on the road, to send our bowlers back out there again and the rest of the team to stand in the field probably wasn't worth it. So that's just how it is. But regardless of what happens in this last game and regardless of the test match, it's been an absolutely phenomenal series for our team, and one that I think we're going to get back on the plane being thoroughly chuffed with. So I think the test is a bit irrelevant now.
Is there a celebration after for the Royals getting that up for Bristol?
We had a 40-minute bus ride back to the hotel, so we had a bit of time to sing some songs and drink some Diet Coke. So that was really cool. But obviously, there's kind of a nice carrot there too now for this last game in Bristol to not lose a match in this series. So I'm sure there'll be some enjoyment after that. And Bristol's a pretty funky city. I've enjoyed going there a couple of times, so I'm looking forward to that.
Does being 12-2 up surprise you?
Yeah, it does, to be completely honest with you. I think, the way that we started with the 3 ODI wins, we're absolutely chuffed with that because England are a phenomenal side and they've been a dominant side in the last, 5-6 years, and they're world champions in ODI format. So to be in the position that we are with 1 game to go, it does surprise me a little bit, but I guess it speaks volumes for how much our team has developed over the last 12 months and potentially how important our professional setup is back home, and not just the 15 girls that are on tour here, but the other 13 that were on the A tour, and then all the domestic players back home are literally training and playing all year round now, and that's been on for a couple of years, and I think it's starting to really show up and pay dividends. So from that respect, I think we're some of the luckiest cricketers in the world at the moment.